Costa Rica, a country we have fallen in love with. It's a small country with both Pacific beaches and Caribbean beaches, as well as volcanoes, rainforests, and incredible wildlife. We spent 11 days on the Osa Peninsula, which is one of the most remote areas of the country. We flew into San Jose and then took a smaller plane to the seaside town of Puerto Jimenez. We stayed at the beachfront Iguana Lodge outside of Puerto Jimenez for the first and last nights of our trip. You can walk right off the patio and access 6 miles of pristine, deserted, beautiful beach. The local beach dogs say hello and scarlet macaws fly overhead in pairs. The Iguana Lodge practices sustainable tourism and has a fantastic restaurant on site. It rained this first night, but that didn't stop us from enjoying the pool and the wildlife. The next morning was incredible, and we had to get to the beach and experience the benefits of grounding yourself and the serotonin boost that negative ions at the beach produce, as well as the meditative state the ocean waves can induce. Oh, how we miss the ocean. From there, we took a taxi south to a beachfront destination called Boca, Sombrero. We attended a 7-day Ayurvedic adventure and yoga retreat held by Soul Balance Ayurveda. This lodge had a variety of housing experiences, and we opted for the full immersion experience of a tent on a platform in the jungle. The tent was to keep the flying bugs away, and the platform was to keep you up off the jungle floor, because it comes alive at night. We saw purple crabs, hermit crabs, toads, spiders, scorpions, and lizards. Our open-air shower was right off to the side of our tent. It was natural groundwater coming out of a surfboard. It only had one temperature, which started off cool but felt very refreshing in the jungle heat. When rinsing off after dark, you had to be ultra aware of the wildlife that congregated at the moist ground around the shower stones. The bathrooms were also open to the jungle and typically housed a cute little gecko, but one evening, a scorpion. The very best part of this location was the beach that was literally 50 yards in front of our tent. The beaches on the Osa were beautiful and wild. The driftwood that washed ashore created shelter and food for the abundant population of hermit crabs. This location looked over the Golfo Dulce, and the sunrises here were spectacular. We made sure to enjoy each and every one. The surf break out front was small but enjoyable. You could also take a trip down south to Matapalo for the larger waves. We had a variety of surfboards at our disposal for the entire trip. We did take a guided hike with Felix, one of our hosts, that went up into the lush jungle mountains along a creek to a waterfall. This was a beautiful hike where we saw birds, blue freshwater shrimp, and a bunch of different monkeys. Towards the end of our stay, we realized there were several crocodiles and a turtle that lived in the creek about 100 yards behind our tent. If you want to avoid the crowds and see the true nature of Costa Rica, visit the Osa Peninsula. The pace of life seems slower here, and after a few days, we felt like we could learn to move slower as well, which gives you a chance to listen to nature, to your body, to your soul. The pull we feel towards the ocean and this country is strong and will inevitably take us back to Costa Rica soon.